Hello, and thanks for joining me. My name is Jim Lee, and the title of my little time with you today is called The Truth. And I break down the truth as the big T and the little t. Let me start off by saying I heard the story about two men who got into a serious argument. And they couldn't settle the matter between the two of them as they both were saying that they were saying the truth. So they agreed that they would go to a very wise man who lived in the town and let him settle it. Well, the next morning, one of the men went to see the wise man. And he just explained to him everything that went on, his point of view. And afterwards, the wise man said, "You are exactly right." And the man left very satisfied because he spoke the truth. The next man, he went to the wise man on the next day and he explained his side of the story, everything that went on. And the wise man looked at him and said, "You are absolutely right." And the man left knowing that he spoke his truth as well. Then the wise man's wife had been listening to all of this, went to him and said, "What are you doing?" Each man came in with their own story, another story, and you both said they were absolutely right. Now, you know that both of them can't be right. The husband looked at his wife and said, "You're absolutely right." Well, you see, the point that I'm making here is sometimes this truth can be relative to each person based upon their point of view and where they're coming from. It can be the truth. What is this thing called the truth? Well, one could say, well, the truth is honesty. And Lord knows it seems like what we need now is a lot of honesty. And so some politicians are known to embellish the truth, so to speak. And so what we're talking about also is truth that has in it ethics and standards. That is the truth. And if you take a look at another definition, the truth could be anything that's real, authentic, dependable, accurate, and very important, factual. Truth is that which corresponds, I would say, with reality. I recently ran across a list of great truths by first graders. And by the definition of being authentic and accurate and factual, see if some of these you'll find out is the truth. One of the first graders said, "No matter how hard you try, you can't baptize cats." Doesn't that seem like the truth to you? And then another one said, "You can't trust dogs to watch your food." Now that's definitely the truth. And the other one said, "You can't hide a piece of broccoli in a glass of milk." Now all of these are the truth. But I'm looking at something different today. Yes, truth can be relative. Truth can be honest. Truth can be real. Truth can be authentic. But I want to go in another direction. I want to go in a spiritual direction, or what you might call a mystical direction of what is the truth, the foundation that's in everything. A truth that really impacts our spiritual awakening is the truth that I'm really up to. Now, this truth is relative, but yet it goes beyond. Now, this is the truth that's honest, but it goes beyond. This is the truth that's authentic and has facts, but it goes beyond that. I'm talking about another kind of truth. Now, I want to start off by saying this kind of truth, no one actually knows with certainty this truth. What we can do is we can point to it. This truth is a concept and a way of essence that we can point to. And to point to it, we're going to take two elements now and discover this kind of mystical truth. And that is curiosity and perception, where curiosity and perception meets in this space of love that creates this truth. Now, by curious, I means to be open. And this curiosity means to explore for the joy and the fun of it. And then it joins in with perception and this always, I would say, this perception eliminates or let go of all of our belief systems, the things that we held in the past, because it's open to something perceiving new that's emerging now. So now let's apply this elements of the truth with curiosity and perception and use it in a scripture today that I really like. You have heard it before, and that is, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And that's in John, the 8th chapter, the 32nd verse. Now, when we hear this scripture, let's be curious. And let's take a look at what was Jesus really saying. So we put on our hat of curiosity and we take a look at this. And as we do, the first thing I want to do is to take a look at Jesus and where he was coming from. Now, Jesus primarily was a wisdom teacher, meaning his intention was not to inform people, but to transform people. That's what wisdom teachers did. And his goal was to elevate consciousness beyond the current way of thinking. And as a wisdom teacher, he taught, one, that there's only wholeness, there's only oneness, everywhere present. He taught in a non-dualistic way. Second thing, he taught over and over again, love, but a particular kind of love, unconditional love, was the center of his teachings and really the center of all existence. And so now, when we open our heart to curiosity and we look at it with new eyes of perception, let's revisit the scripture now of you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So let's start off with you. You, as in you, no exceptions. And that it is saying you who is the real you. When we go beyond perceptions and all of that, you'll see that you beyond the thoughts and whatnot is nothing more than an expanded awareness. And you are the one that can say, I am. I am. You, not someone else, can say I am, but it's you and not anyone else that can know the truth. Now, what I'm talking about, we're going to go beyond our thoughts and feelings and attitudes and all of that. And it's just like we're wearing these clothes, we have them, we experience them, but they're really not us. If we take off the clothes, we are still there. And what I'm talking about, the essence of our I am, is not caught up in the positions and titles and all of that. That is the real essence, and that is your awareness. That's the you. Then the next thing, shall. I like this. It's like certainty. This will happen. Shall means this must happen. Shall means It's going to happen with a guarantee. You can count on it. So now the essence of who we are shall what? Know. Now, knowing here is different. It's not faith. It is not believing in. Is but knowing. Is used in the Bible as a type of a word that is used that Adam knew Eve. It is an intimate, first-hand knowledge and experience. So each and one of us shall know in our mind, bodies, and spirit, and we're going to know the truth. The first thing I want to talk about, the truth in a mystical level, is a capital T, truth. And in metaphysics as well, it says it's the absolute as divine principle. It is, the truth is permanent and is unchanging and is everlasting. This truth is defined as the qualities of God, which is love and peace and oneness. But we're going to go beyond that. Then there is the other truth, what I call small t, and some people call it what's true. And what's true is based upon facts and is relative on the condition. If one person has it and another person may have another thing. What may be true is I love chocolate cake, and that may not be true for everybody. So what is true on earth also may not be true on the moon. Now, there's a third view, this mystical view that goes beyond the capital T and small t, but it includes them. And this kind of truth, you can only get at it through curiosity and perception, because it goes beyond the thoughts, the feelings, and attitudes, and even the beliefs. So as we go a little deeper, to get there, we've got to have an open heart. And this open heart exposes us, I would say, to the ever-changing newness of the moment. And this love allows this truth to speak to us what is true for us and what is alive for us in that particular moment as we delve into the full experience of it. Truth is more than the thing we are trying to reach that has a final answer. Instead, this mystical truth is a place like the universe itself is always evolving and moving. The universe is not the same as it was yesterday. Stars were born, stars have died, and is constantly expanding. And this is the same thing with the truth. This truth is alive and is always expanding and changing. So now you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So the I am of us is one with the oneness of everything, and we shall succeed, be victorious. And it shall happen as we allow love to guide us past our illusions to this newly emerging truth in the moment. And this truth sets us free. Now, to set us free, what I'm talking about is a freedom from sin. Now, sin is an archery term that means missing the mark, which means basically when we're seeing without love, we are missing the mark and we start seeing an illusion. Now, this way of freedom from sin means that we're no longer caught up in the illusion. We're back in the saddle with love, and we're coming from a new place. And also, this is a freedom to something. It's a freedom to experience love moment by moment as the ever-emerging creative expression of good. So what I'm saying and what I'm talking about is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's the truth that God is in each and every one of us, as and as the evolving us, and we can tap into this with curiosity and perception mixed in with love, and that will guide us to this ever-expanding, ever-newness of truth, and this truth sets us free. So God bless you. Remember, the truth shall and always will set you free. Just know who you are. God bless you.